get ready tonight.
Thanks.
Want like a veggie burrito?
Yeah.
We get the attire from the world to be enjoyable and mentally free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "selfish" along with your issue and seek.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, Hall of Fame. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
Here we go.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And talk about competitive spirit, MP has come out and, in essence, dedicated this season to winning his own matchups.
And so far, so good, right? I know it's early in the process, but MP has taken his own words to heart. He's beating his man at both ends, which gives their team an advantage. So if the rest of his teammates can just hold their own, they're going to win a lot more games.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Dick is out there with Thunder. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then it's Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the 5. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On the wing, Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Queta. Shoots over Ingram, and Queta gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this way.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Pritchard. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And credit to Holiday for keeping this offense in rhythm. He does a great job spreading the ball around.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Pritchard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
The wide open look here for Holiday. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations.
They set the pick. Here's Dick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose the rebounding battle.
For Boston, they've got just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of this, and he makes both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Thunder passes to Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Barnes, so physical. Inside, he can beat you down there as well.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Holiday, the pass to Keita. Holiday with it. Pass to Pritchard. Off target from outside.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
They grab their own miss. Dick wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Dick's got his second bucket of the night.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Tatum, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Driving inside. Barnes against Tatum. From past the arc. Barnes can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Right now I send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk earlier with Boston's head coach. And their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. Just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Lets it go with the three. The rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Mobo with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Thunder. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, Toronto no up. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Takes the three. And that one is off. Toronto trailing. On the wing, Barnes. There's the pick. Now Dick. Trains it from beyond the arc. Dick's got 9.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Thunder. R.J. Barrett is out there with Barnes. And it's Lawson in at the 2-guard spot. Back to Harden. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Barnes. Pass to Thunder. Barnes screen on Harden. Thunder. No good on the 3. Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Dosunmu. Nothing on the board. Here's Shireman. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
First team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bannerman at the line for 2.
And so he hits both. Raptors leading by 4. Agbaji, the pass to Barrett. Barnes with it. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. That shot wide open.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Dosunmu's shot is off. Toronto's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Boston shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And stolen by Barnes. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Lawson outside. Here's Thunder. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. In the corner, Harden. Lawson against Tatum. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Lawson. Toronto leading by 6. Barnes dishes to Barrett. Dosunmu with it. Picked up by Barrett. Pass to Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, Tatum from way outside.
I know it's a long 3, but for guys like Tatum, that's just a normal shot.
Here's the screen. Barnes passes to Thunder. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Agbaji. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Abaji's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors. Dosunmu with it. Now guarded by Thunder. Now here's Dosunmu. He's guarded closely. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Thunder. Barnes outside. Offline with his 3. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Shireman can't hit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Thunder passes to Barnes. Barrett against Tatum. To the middle. Pass to Thunder. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. A 3 from Barnes. McCaw grabs the miss.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
There's Tatum's range on display.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Stolen by Tatum. Pushing it up. All going up court. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harden.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Lawson kicks to Barnes. This one for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Barnes has got 7 points.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from 3, this guy is almost unguardable.
Ingram, he's checked in for Barrett.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The 3 from Harden. Drills it from outside. Harden's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Ingram. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Denver. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, Ingram can go shot for shot with anybody in the league. That three at the other end only seems to fuel his fire.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He had 27 points and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Thunder. Ingram outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And they double up Brown. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. Takes it inside. Here's Thunder. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. Brown wide open. He fired. And the Celtics another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Buries the long-range jumper. And 12 points for Grady Dick.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Thunder passes to Barnes. No good with the triple.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Thunder. Barnes looking around. Here's Thunder. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Raptors lead by 9. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Toronto Raptors.
Difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating their opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down physically and mentally.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Taking a look at the Raptors, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And that concludes halftime. Now time.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. A fantastic game. From Grady Dick in this one.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's Holiday, and it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston Five.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Keita, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, the veteran floor general Holiday is a fantastic distributor, someone that understands how to involve his teammates.
Cans it from downtown.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And the dunk by Dick.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Dick defending, and Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Tatum. Rejected by Barnes.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Lots of room. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. And it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Plays like that make the coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
The kick out to Brown. The shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Thunder passes to Dick. Here's Thunder. Again, Toronto.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside Holiday. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Holiday's got 7. Raptors leading by 7. And taken away by Brown. Here's Pritchard. Dick defending. Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
They're with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Nobody near Barnes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Ingram passes to Thunder. 5 to shoot. Back to Ingram. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to Ingram. He's such a good shooter.
Outside Tatum. Off target with his 3. Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. They get the rebound. Another shot. Mobo gets the basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And here's Tatum for three. It's good on the putback. Kata's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Thunder passes to Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Fires it up. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Boston making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Tries a three off the inbound. Busted. No good that time either. Raptors leading by 9. To the inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive, that's in my DNA, but also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right? David, he is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Barrett for three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 8. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics. Pass to Barrett. Here's Thunder. For three, Ingram. He can't get that one. Here's Pritchard. 11 points in the game. Ingram with the steal. And they're running, and here they go. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got his first 2 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Boston trailing. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Barnes. Dick is out there with Thunder. Then it's Walter. And it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. Harden kicks to McCaw. The three from Tatum. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Toronto working the ball around now. Walter, good.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Pass to Harden. Poked loose. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Over to the wing. Here's Thunder. Barnes, right side. Here's Thunder, guarded by Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Barnes can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Harden looking it over. Tatum on the wing. Dick defending. Tatum's shot is off. Toronto leading by 8. Pass to Thunder. Barnes with it. The three. The rebound by Dosunmu.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
McCaw, the pass to Tatum. And the foul on Jacoby Walter. That's his third foul of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 8.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Dosunmu. Busted. No good that time either.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Walter. They set the screen. Misses the three. Celtics trail by 8. And here is Dosunmu. Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
In that game against the Cavaliers, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Raptors leading by 3. Pass to Walter. Here's Thunder. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
Barnes hits them both. The Celtics have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Pritchard passes to Harden. Pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. Back to Harden. Three-pointer on the way. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Thunder. A steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's McCall. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Celtics?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Tatum looking around. And he slams it one-handed.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributed.
Pass to Walter. Fires for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walter's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Toronto.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Shireman. Here's Pritchard. Lobo with the rebound. Lobo's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Tatum passes to Dosunmu. Here's Pritchard. Puts up a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lobo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Thunder. Rebounded by the Celtics. McCaw has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Shireman. Tatum wide open. He fires one. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Dick passes to Thunder. Barnes outside. Pass to Thunder. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. And there's the cut of the Raptors. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's the fast break. Dick leading the way.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Outside Tatum. On the wing, Dosunmu. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Back to Dosunmu. Pass to Pritchard. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cade is checked in, and it's Brown in for Dosunmu. The Raptors also with a sub. Ingram's checked in. Tatum gets the bucket.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Thunder passes to Ingram. Here's Thunder. Ingram outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. There's the triple. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Tatum.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot. Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
Here's Brown. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Celtics.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Brown the pass to Queta. And here's Tatum for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
It's Ingram missing.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Rebound by Thunder.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
In the corner, it's Ingram. And that one is good. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, I can tell you in moments like this, Ingram wants the ball in his hands, and he can deliver.
Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Dick defending. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Pritchard, no good. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Tatum. Mobo with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Thunder, guarded by Holiday. Thunder passes to Ingram for three. It's money from deep.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now timeout call by Boston. They're trailing by 4. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul, third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Entertainment.
The 3 from Tatum. Knocks down the 3.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Holiday with the 3. He can't hit that time. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance,
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.